Welcome to the BICU Scholars Forum, where faith meets knowledge, where the church and the academy unite, and where ideas transform the world. BICU Scholars Forum, religion, science, culture, and truth, inspiring minds, empowering voices, shaping the future for me and you. Now, let the conversation begin. The Scholars Forum is calling you. Thank you for joining the BICU Scholars Forum, where scholarship meets purpose. BICU. BICU.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to BICU Scholars Forum. We're so happy that you have taken the time to join us for this another exciting episode in which we will bridge the gap between the academy and the pew, as we often say, so that we make knowledge easy and simple for all to understand. I'm your host, Clinton Baldwin, and I'm here with my co-host, Dr. Andrea Baldwin, looking pretty and wonderful as per usual. How are you, Mrs. Baldwin?
Very well, thank you.
Wonderful. I am doing good.
You look quite handsome yourself.
Thank you. And I take it you continue to enjoy the podcast?
Yes, they're pretty interesting, you know.
Yes.
I mean, going back and listening, and I like what I'm hearing.
You listen to yourself sometimes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's
You want
interesting.
to ensure that you're sending out a message that you understand yourself, right?
Yes, it's always good to listen to yourself
Right.
from time to time.
For example, one of
mhm.
my past students, he
Mhm.
sent a comment, you know, and he
Yes.
was sharing with me what happened 9 minutes into the
Program. Okay.
So I could identify, you know, with that segment of it. So
So,
good to listen and
Listen.
be consonant with what you're
okay.
doing.
So if you listen to yourself, then
Mhm.
I would take it that you recommend that others listen to you too as well.
Not just listen to me, to us both, and the
Okay.
content.
Yes.
I think the content is very valuable.
Mhm.
For example, I can recall as a young person going to church, trying to understand this ancient book.
Mm.
You know, I could have done with some of these kinds of revelations.
Okay.
So, with that mindset of wanting to help others to understand some of these complexities, I
Mhm.
think it's a good thing, you know.
That
So,
others listen and share. And
share.
also, too, may I say, please, you can reach out to us. Give us a call. We'll be happy to hear from you.
Yes.
240-878-0953. And do you have another number you could
Yeah,
share,
the
Mrs. Baldwin?
university is straight line.
Mhm.
That's between 9 to say 5.
Mhm.
You can reach us at 407-377-6378. That's BSCU straight line,
Mhm.
but you can reach us otherwise at, as you said,
240-878-0953. Also, let's take care of some other domestic matters.
Okay.
We have been having some courses for the summer, and we want to repeat those courses beginning around the 15th, 16th of August.
Yes.
That is Canon Studies, how the Bible became a book. The
Wow.
development of
Between two covers,
between
huh?
two covers.
Yes.
Okay, and also hermeneutics and
Yes.
Greek, particularly Greek grammar for lay church leaders and also for pastors, so that you
Okay.
can refresh your Greek. And if you do not know the Greek language,
You can
Mrs.
learn in a
Baldwin,
quick time, 8 weeks.
and you
6
know,
to 8 weeks.
yes, 6 to 8 weeks.
So Dr. Baldwin, tell me this.
Mhm.
Why should Greek be offered as a course to lady leaders? Isn't that an ancient language in
It's
which the
yeah,
New Testament was written?
it's ancient, but
Yes.
remember now that the New Testament, Mrs. Baldwin, was written in Greek, and the
Yes.
Old Testament in Oops, did I say English? The Old
Aramaic and
Testament in
Hebrew.
Hebrew and Aramaic,
Yes.
not English, Mrs. Baldwin. All right. So if you want to read the Bible at an in-depth level or
Yes.
understand it at a deeper level,
Mhm.
you would want to learn
Yes.
the ancient languages.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Okay, now that we've taken care of that, now that we've reminded you to subscribe and to like and to share,
Yes.
we want to get into today's episode. Yes, because we have
Right.
something very, very interesting and stimulating
Yes.
that is lined up today. Mrs. Baldwin, what you want to talk? What you want to talk
Right.
about today?
I want to talk about the Gospel of
The
Judas.
Gospel of Judas.
Judas Iscariot.
You love Judas?
I don't think so.
Why not? Look at that.
I'd have to
Look
get
at
to
that.
know this person, but straight up,
We're talking about Judas Iscariot.
he betrayed Jesus.
But Jesus said, love your enemies.
I know, but
Do
it
good to those who
doesn't-
despitefully
it
use
doesn't
you.
come so easily, so I have to get to know the character a little better.
You don't know Judas from the Bible? Enough?
One dimension.
One dimension.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was also a treasurer, and a treasurer has good skills. Money, they have this wisdom about how to deal with money.
Mrs.
So
Baldwin.
from that respect, he wasn't altogether quotes unquote bad
Mrs. Baldwin.
person. Yes.
When I asked if you love Judas,
Yes.
and you took back a little bit,
Yes.
it's a reflection,
Natural reaction.
of how we have been conditioned over the
Yes.
centuries to think of Judas. Huh?
Reputation matters.
Reputation matters. As a matter of fact, if we were referring to him by his Old Testament name, or the name as would have been understood in his time, that is Judah.
Judah.
Yeah, Judah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Jesus came from Judah. And Judas Judah, one of the key sons of Jacob.
Right.
That was a common name in the time of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So Judas had a good reputation until something happened in his life.
Imagine that. One action.
One act.
Was it premeditated?
Let's not get into that part of it now, because
all right.
that is going to take us into a whole shebang.
Yes, because
As to it's a whole shebang. As to
was it preordained?
it was preordained, etc. But guess what? No, people.
Yeah.
Let's not get into the theology of that part of it.
Okay.
Let's look at the Gospel of Judas and see what we can
right.
learn about
Okay.
that.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Because whether or not, Mrs. Baldwin, and those of you listening in, whether or not you think well of Judas, there were thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands, yes, of Christians in the early centuries of Christianity. I'm talking about the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th century after Christ, who thought of Judas as a hero.
Really now?
Who thought of Judas as the epitome of righteousness and goodness. Yes, the same Judas that betrayed Christ, to the extent that they had a gospel written in his name.
Not necessarily written by him, right?
Not
Written in his name.
necessarily written by him, but we're not going to quibble too much over that, because there are strong evidences that your Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in your scriptures
were not
written by them, but attributed to them. It was part of the writing convention to attribute,
right.
books to famous or the characters that were the paragons in your circle.
Yes.
Because again, the title, the Gospel according to Matthew, the Gospel according to Luke, Gospel of John, Mark, etc., that particular title, or those particular titles were not in the earliest manuscripts,
Okay.
Those came in afterwards. And there are other evidences that most New Testament scholars say that those Gospels were not written by them. Again, we're not going to complain over that because most of the books of the Bible, we do not know who wrote them. But praise God, it's a wonderful and a good book, so let us leave off that part of it. And Mr. Judas now, the Gospel according to Judas.
Yes.
Was attributed to him. And I know you have some questions there, huh?
Right. Big question is, if this is considered a gospel, right? Even though as Christians we have our notions about Judas based on his betrayal of Jesus Christ, why was it excluded from the canon that we call Bible today?
It was excluded from the canon. The short answer is its theology did not line up with the winners, put it that way. When I say the winners, the stream or the branch of Christianity that became dominant.
Wow.
The Christianity, we could say, emerging out of the Roman Church.
Okay, suggesting there were other Christianities.
There were many other branches and expressions of Christianity.
Wow.
And one particular branch gained dominance. And through that branch, we have our New Testament canon. We have certain doctrines that we believe in, like the doctrine of the Trinity, the doctrine of the virgin birth, the doctrine of the atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ. We thank God for that particular branch of Christianity, because hadn't not that branch of Christianity won the day over the other competing streams of Christianity, we would possibly be believers in the Gospel of Judas today and many other
belief systems. Right?
Yeah, we possibly Gnostics. And you have just introduced a new term there, Mrs.
Baldwin. That term, Dr. Baldwin, very quickly. What you're saying regarding Christianity is that there were actually quite a number of early Christianities.
Plural.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
You also mentioned that there was one dominant type of Christianity that has won the day, which we now practice, right?
Which we now practice
by and large.
There was
the influence of the Roman Church and so on.
Yes.
So tell me now, what happened to those other Christianities? I see, much like how we have so many denominations within this one branch of dominant Christianity today.
I would say
it was different, more diverse.
I mean, Christianity then?
Yes, then now.
I believe Christianity then, theologically, was more diverse than now. I think we may have more denominations now, but right across all denominations within Christianity, we believe in one God per se. Huh? But there were Christians, like Gnostic Christians, who believed in 365 gods, 360 gods, 70 gods, 2 gods, etc. Huh?
How was that Christianity ever?
How was that Christianity ever? Wow, that's a good question, The point is that Jesus did not write. That which was written of him, how must I say it now, was written decades after the fact.
Okay.
And Jesus operated within Judaism. The earliest followers of Jesus, before they were called Christians, were all Jews. They continued their Jewish lifestyle. They baptized, so to speak, Jesus within their Judaism. The message of Jesus continued to be communicated word of mouth to people all across the Roman world. And as information is transmitted word of mouth orally, it will nuance, it will change, it will morph.
Definitely.
So if you're living way over there in Spain or England or Turkey, and by the time the message of Jesus gets to you on a sailing ship or through some merchants, etc., one person telling the other to the other to the other to the other, then naturally multiple understandings and beliefs of Jesus developed
yes.
from the get-go, from the earliest stage of Christianity.
So, one branch of Christianity way back then was Gnosticism.
Was
saying,
Gnosticism.
Right? Okay,
yes.
tell us a little bit about Gnosticism and how did Judas get to be part of that
system. Gnosticism was a belief system or systems.
Okay.
There were many different types of Gnosticism again. Was a belief system that believed in salvation through correct or secret knowledge.
Hence the word gnosis, right?
Hence the word gnosis,
yes.
Greek word for knowledge.
Right.
They believed that salvation, of course, was to be gained through knowledge,
yes.
as opposed to salvation being gained through the death, resurrection of Christ.
Yes.
So, if you possessed this particular secret knowledge, then you could be saved.
Interesting.
And it's not everyone as well who could possess the secret knowledge, Mrs. Baldwin.
Unpack that for me.
Maybe some people who may be as beautiful as you are could, possess the knowledge and be saved. Others could not.
So did you have a God that was partial?
Well, you have many gods within Gnosticism. But let's talk about those who could possess the knowledge. So some Gnostics believed that one branch of human beings, they labeled the pneumatikoi, and they had the spirit or the spark of the divine within them. And so they could be saved, they could understand the secret knowledge, they could appreciate the knowledge and eventually be saved. Then there was the psychikoi, another branch of humanity who could possibly be saved. And then there was a helikoi. They had no soul. They couldn't appreciate the secret knowledge.
Interesting.
Irrespective of what they did, they were lost.
But hold on a second now. What God or gods would want to create humankind that couldn't be saved?
What God or gods?
Yeah.
I tell you what God or gods could do that.
Yes.
Your God, they would say, of the Old Testament. The God of the Old Testament, Yahweh, or there are other names for him. Yaldabo, I think, was another name. Balbio, I think, was another name. Saklath, and many other names. Because there were Gnostics who believed in up to 365 different gods and 360 different heavens, and 30 gods and 72 gods, etc. Because, you see, there was one supreme God that was over and beyond and way beyond every other God.
The Almighty.
And from this God now, many lower divinities emanated. And one of these divinities, one of these gods that eventually came, was the God of the Old Testament, who made you, Mrs. Baldwin. That was God who made you and everybody else out there. And guess what?
Yes.
He was not a good God.
But at least he made us with the divine spark.
No.
So it could not have been him.
He did not make us the divine spark,
That would have created human beings without
No. When he made us, as a matter of fact, according to certain, Gnostics, he did not know what to do. And the divine God said to him, breathe breath into them. And so he breathed into Adam, and Adam came to life. You see? And
this concept is actually written in the
we
Gospel of Judas?
We see elements in the Gospel of
writings?
Judas and the Gospel of Truth and many other Gnostic Gospels. We have a text there that has many other Gospels there. We're going to read from the Gospel of Judas shortly.
Yes.
But this other, but this God, Mrs. Baldwin, who made you, he was an evil.
Speaking now of the
human
Yahweh
beings.
God of
Yahweh,
the
yes, and another gods too.
Yes.
He was what they call an evil demiurge, an evil
Oops.
maker, was a very, very bad God. He did not deserve to be worshipped. He wasn't the father of Jesus. And the only reason why you could be saved, Mrs. Baldwin, is that the great God out there,
The
Almighty, the one beyond, on the top of the pantheon,
Yes.
He breathed some divine spark into you. The evil maker of the Old Testament could not do that. So the divine God breathed some divine spark into you. So possibly you're a pneumatic coil and you could be saved. You can be saved, Mrs. Baldwin.
Dr. Baldwin, for those who may not know you, they may think that you're just a rebel.
But, Mrs. Baldwin,
Yes.
I am narrating the belief systems of early Christians, many early Christians.
You know, some Christians of our day
Mhm.
would think that it is almost blasphemous,
Mhm.
evil,
Mhm.
for you to be engaging with this kind of literature. You
Mhm.
should shun it. Why are you reading this kind of literature? Aren't you afraid you're gonna soil your soul
But
by these kind of
the interesting thing,
knowledge?
the people who would say that we should not read this kind of literature
Yes,
and we should shun it,
yes,
unknowingly, they are interacting with this kind of literature every day. They are being influenced by it, have been influenced by it, without knowing it.
What do you mean?
Because wow. We may not get the gospel of Judas within
Yes, we're gonna
this
get into it.
one, but there is so much here
Yes.
to look at as we look at the origins of early Christianity. Because let me just touch this and we can,
Yes,
redeem
redeem your soul, Dr. Baldwin.
redeem my soul. The point is, take for example, when you pick up your New Testament to read it,
Yes.
right? There are many presentations of things in the New Testament which were a reaction to Gnosticism. Let me give you a typical one
Yes.
that we read and enjoy every day. We read in Luke chapter 22 thereabout, or 24, Jesus sweating great drops of blood
Yes.
in the garden and many other things, and the angel appeared to him.
Yes.
Mrs. Baldwin,
Mhm.
when we read our earliest manuscripts, those verses were not in Luke's gospel, Luke did not write those verses, Those verses came in reaction to Gnosticism
Also,
and many other things. Because you see, wow, we're going to another topic now. In the early days, when we had all of these competing belief systems within Christianity,
Yes.
a very complex mixed soup,
mhm.
the different groups would be competing with each other theologically.
Oh wow.
Yes, I'm right. No, you're wrong, etc. At the same time, they are writing and rewriting, they're copying their different scriptures. In modern time now, if I disagree with you theologically, I will nuance my theology, my propositions. Back then, before the canon was standardized and chosen, what the scribes would do would tinker with the literal wording of the texts. So if there was something in my texts which appears to support your point of view, with whom I disagree,
Yes.
what would I do? I would tinker with it. I would change
What do you mean by tinkering?
I would change it. I will change the literal words on the page. Both.
Okay.
Well, if you change the word, you automatically change the concept,
Well,
yes.
to an
Yes,
extent.
to an extent.
Mhm.
So that happened. And this is not speculation, ladies and gentlemen. I had the privilege of doing my doctoral dissertation in textual criticism
Yes.
and having to look at the hundreds of textual variant readings.
Oh my goodness.
And it's a part of the phenomenon. Bible study is very involved, and so when we take time out to look at the Gospel of Judas and the Gospel of Thomas
Yes.
and the other literature that we are coming onto, we are really not wasting time. And there are many other implications that affect us. We have just around 10 minutes to go, Mrs. Baldwin. So
this is pretty interesting.
We have to get back to the Gospel of Judas next week. But let's see what we can dip into it.
Right, further today. I mean, you've said so much. That is so interesting. There's so many questions I want to ask about the evil demiurge.
And yes.
Maybe in the next
segment.
But let me ask you this. As a Christian in the 21st century, why is there any need for me to become cognizant of this Gospel of Judas? It's not in my canon. Can't I just dismiss it? And when I have time, maybe when I'm retired, then I could look at it. But does it have any meaning for our practice of Christianity in the 21st century?
To be frank,
yes,
I would rather not practice my Christianity as per the Gospel of Judas. Huh?
Okay.
Right?
Because you have at least four.
When we get into, yes, and we have enough, to work with the four. Because I would rather not practice my Christianity per the Gospel of Judas. However, as mentioned, church history impacts on our practice of Christianity today.
That is so true.
Very, very important. Huh? There are Christians, many Christians in the world today, who believed that the Catholic Church, the Pope in particular, is the beast of Revelation chapter 14. Huh? There are many Christians who believed that Sunday worship in force is the mark of the beast.
Yes.
When you understand the nature of early Christianity, you cannot interpret the Bible along that line.
Okay.
Because in a sense, well, irrespective of who tells you so, because in a sense, and this is very volatile, Mrs. Baldwin, fasten your seatbelts, huh? There is a sense, in which all of us as Christians are Catholics, Why? As in Roman Catholic, there's a sense, I want to qualify that very carefully. Quickly. Because you believe in the atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ, huh?
That came out of Catholicism? Did that come out of Catholicism?
Not exactly, but let me explain. Okay. You believe in the atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ.
Yes. You
believe in your scriptures.
Yes.
Your New Testament, 27 books, huh? You believe that in the virgin birth of Christ. You believe that the Old Testament is important, and Yahweh of the Old Testament is God Almighty and is a wonderful, good God. In the early centuries of Christianity, these beliefs were not all pervasive across Christianity. These beliefs were in competition with opposite beliefs, and it was the church at Rome that, as it were, stamped and oppressed and even killed the advocates of these belief systems. Hence now you have these belief systems as part of your Christianity. And you cannot say that, hey, I got it from Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, etc., or Paul. Why? Because we are talking about a period of time before your New Testament canon was seen as sacred, standardized scripture for all. There was a time when they were not all books between two covers.
Interesting.
So what I'm saying, Mrs. Baldwin, is that the standard beliefs that we have within Christianity today, the atoning sacrifice of Christ, his virgin birth, the New Testament canon, the Old Testament God being Yahweh, the creator God, these beliefs were in competition with other belief systems.
Okay.
And it was the church at Rome that eventually emerged and advocated these beliefs of us Christians today and won the day.
Wow.
Prior to that, there were multiple of belief systems, and there was not a standard New Testament canon between two covers. So that's the relevance, part of the relevance of knowing about the Gospel of Judas, knowing about the belief systems of etc. and all the others. Very, very important. So again, we speak of relevance, and I think I made mention that there are Christians now who would say that the Pope is the beast of Revelation, and Sunday worship is the mark of the beast. The point is that when you understand the complexities of early Christianity, then again, I say, in a sense, not in every sense of the word, in a sense, you are a Catholic.
Oh, wow.
Because had it not been for that emerging church, you'd probably be a Gnostic.
Oops.
Or something else. So it's good to know the history where we are coming from so we know where we are.
Well, many of us Christians, we're delighted to say that we're Protestants.
We are Protestants.
As compared to Catholics.
And rightly so, because again, Catholicism was very diverse as well.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So hold on a second, Dr. Baldwin. How diverse is diversity?
How diverse is diversity?
Yes, because every aspect of life that you would want to examine, you see so much variation, so many differences.
The beauty of God's creation and God's reality is saying to us there ought to be unity in diversity, not uniformity. So when God was making leaves, he made millions of different kinds of leaves.
Every leaf on my big tree
of different kinds of insects and animals and plants and you name it in nature and in life, and different kinds of people, some black, some white, some pink, some you name it, some pink,
some yellow.
And what it is saying to us is that there ought to be unity in diversity. So we look at belief systems over the millennia of human existence, and there's always been diverse.
So, I mean, why are we in the 21st century, as in every other century, creating these artificial, sociologically contrived division among us as people?
You know, and
we have all kind of isms, racism. We have religious prejudice, which is so real. Religious prejudice, Dr. Baldwin. We have all kind of
again, I would say,
labels that we place on one another just because of our differences.
As human beings, right? We think differently. And because we think differently, we are going to gravitate to people who think like we are. So that would allow for different doctrinal understandings. The problem is not so much, and I'm speaking in the theological realm now. To me, the bigger problem is not so much that there are so many different doctrinal understandings, or belief systems per se.
It's our attitude.
The problem is our attitude. The problem is that we have not yet come to the realization that the opposite of a truth can be another truth. We have not yet come to the realization that you do not have to be wrong enough for me to be right.
Oh my goodness.
We have come to the realization that, hey, what I believe today, I can change it and accept yours. This is that people would rather accept their own falsehood than accept your truth.
so true.
So it's not so much that we're diverse, but it's also our attitude towards the diversity. If we were mature enough, by and large,
Yes,
to
yes,
change,
yes.
to accept that which the other is saying, to love and respect the other, although the other believes totally different from what I believe, then the diversity could be a blessing. But no, to a certain extent, it is a curse. It's a curse. Oh my goodness. We are thinking about the Gospel of Judas and we are looking at implications even before we start reading the Gospel. I hope you'll bear with us and I hope you've enjoyed what we have said so far. Let me give a little background to the Gospel of Judas, etc. And then now, in episode 2, we will actually read from it and dig into it. The Gospel of Judas, Mrs. Baldwin, again, is a Gnostic gospel written by a particular group within Christianity. The copy that we now have is in Coptic. More than likely, it was written in Greek before. The church father Irenaeus and others referenced the Gospel of Judas as they did the Gospel of Thomas in their writings. However, over the centuries, we did not have a complete manuscript copy of it until 1978.
That's rather recent.
Very recent.
So I wonder if there are more Gospels yet to be discovered.
You never know. Because you see, this gospel was discovered in 1978.
Yes.
It was published in 2006.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
We were graduate students.
We were graduate students then, and it was a big
I
thing.
remember. Yes. 2006.
The Society of Biblical Literature and other places.
Yes.
So it was in 1978. So it was published in 2006.
Yes.
Between 1978 2006, it changed hands many times. At one point, it ended up in a safety deposit box in New York, and so started to deteriorate. And then from there to the deep freeze of a person, ill-advised. And so it got damaged in parts, etc. But there are significant portions that, have been preserved. And so we have translations of it now, and we can dip into it and we can see the nature of it, its theology, etc. Again, it's a Gnostic gospel that advocated that salvation ought to be gained just simply through correct knowledge, through the divine spark within certain human beings, that the Old Testament God was not the wonderful kind God that we, think he is. So this is an introduction to the Gospel of Judas, and you've got to come back to episode 2 for getting samples and hearing the gospel itself.
Yes.
This is BICU Scholars Forum, and we're happy to be with you. We're glad that you've joined us. Please contact us. You can give us a call. We'd like to hear from you pertaining to the things that we are saying. Some of the things you may agree with, others you may not agree with.
And that is okay.
And that is okay.
Yes.
And that is okay.
We're having a conversation.
We're having a conversation.
Let me emphasize a respectful conversation.
Yes.
In order to make sense of our diversity in its various forms, we have to approach others who think differently with respect.
Yes.
A positive regard as fellow human beings. It's very unfortunate that sometimes as Christians we get so insular in our own little tribal group, and we think that we are right and exclusive. And then we turn our nose up or down at other. Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
So
very
we have
unfortunate.
to have a respectful dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah. As we
Certainly.
deal with these various areas of differences and diversity, right? Diversity can be beautiful, as you said.
Give us a call.
Yes,
240-878-0953 or 407-377-6378. And please like and share this podcast and give a comment and help us to get the algorithm going forward. Mrs. Baldwin, do you have any final thought as we wrap this up?
I'll reserve it till the next time. All I'll say is walk good.
Walk good. Walk good. God bless you.
Yes.
Take care. Clinton Baldwin and Andrea Baldwin signing off for now. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Where faith meets knowledge, where the church and the academy unite, and where ideas transform the world. BICU Scholars Forum. Religion, science, culture, and truth. Inspiring minds, empowering voices, shaping the future for me and you. Now, let the conversation begin. Baldwin International. BICU. The Scholars Forum is calling you. Thank you for joining the BICU Scholars Forum, where scholarship meets purpose.